How's it going, everybody? I had my BOC exam yesterday. Went well. Finished an hour early. Another 4 hours I had to take it. And even had time to go over every question again, so felt pretty good about most of it. We had the internet go out a few times, so I got basically free breaks as far as I can tell. But yeah, it does mess with your flow when you're going through it, and then all of a sudden, boom, you can't continue. And you have to redo the last question you did, and all that stuff. But it's whatever. Yeah, now I have. Jeez. Honestly, I still feel exhausted because not only did I have the BOC, like in the morning for like 3-hour test, maybe longer because of the breaks, and then I had clinical like an hour after that, which had a doubleheader baseball game. So my day was getting up at 7 in the morning, getting home at 9 something at night. Yeah, 14-hour day. Let's get started. Here, I'll turn on the camera for a little bit. What I'm going to try to do for... Excuse me. For, by the way, hi. For this game, I want to try to like mix up like when I have the camera on and off. Just like mix things up. Just because. So like, I'll have the camera on in between like missions and then I'll turn it off. I wish it didn't freeze the game when I clicked out of it. Like, I need a hotkey that like allows me to turn on and off the camera. In fact, I'm gonna check. Can you do that? How about I even word this question? Okay. Good music, by the way. Okay, so what is this? Configure. Deactivate when not showing. What the heck does that even mean? I don't think that did anything. Okay, that's not it. How do you do that? Have a webcam source. Okay. What? I think I have to like spend time to figure out the wording of this first. For now, like it's early in the morning. The camera is going to have that weird thing with the green screen, so I'm just going to turn it off. I need to like, you know, actually go over that with a trying to understand it if I want to do that. So we're gonna just ignore it for now. All right. Wait, what? I definitely did this. I did all of this. Wait. I did all of this last time. Oh, I did this last time. Okay. I was super confused. I was like, what the heck? Did I lose a bunch of progress? That being said, okay, this was Uryu's fight, which we did. We're doing this now.
Why'd you take me out of there?
Wait, why aren't we in a cave?
I had the best chance of coming out alive of anybody there. Now Ganju, Hinataro, and Ruki are gonna get killed.
Who do you think you are? You had no chance.
Dang.
No one there could have done it. They couldn't have fought against Byakuya and lived.
Look, you!
Oh.
Stop shouting. You're just going to open up your wounds again. Carrying you away was the best I could do. It was the only way to escape Byakuya.
But why me and not Rukia, huh?
Listen, absolutely nobody who was there had any hope of defeating Byakuya. Believe me, Ichigo. But in 3 days, you might very well have a chance. That was my reasoning. You were the logical choice. And there's more. Byakuya wasn't alone. Ukitake was there as well. He was Rukia's direct superior. He's a very dutiful man. I'm sure he won't kill Ganju and that youth who tried to rescue his subordinate. They'll be all right, Ichigo. You just need to concentrate on becoming stronger. You can't defeat Byakuya as you are now. But I'll train you so that in 3 days you will. And then, with your very own hands, you'll be able to save all of your friends.
All right, pep talk over.
I want to ask you a question. Are you aware that Zangetsu is a constant release Zanpakuto?
It is? When you say constant release, you mean like Kenpachi's?
They're trying to make that a plot.
I always knew this sword was different from the others. It doesn't actually change shape. I mean, not even if I call its
I don't remember they even talked about that.
Just as I thought. Well then.
Because it was like a theory,
in that
right?
Case, you probably also weren't aware that Zangetsu had a second release. All Zanpakuto, including Zangetsu, have 2 different distinct stages of release. The first stage is called Shikai, and the second one is called Bankai. They're mandatory for a captain.
They're giant babies.
That is, they all need to be able to perform both of them.
What? Mandatory?
That means every captain has mastered both Shikai and Bankai. Or at least everyone has aside from one exception.
Exception?
Kenpachi the goat.
Kenpachi Zaraki. In the long history of the Soul Society, he's the only captain. The only one who's ever achieved that rank without being able to perform Bankai or knowing the name of his Zanpakuto. The 13 court guard squads valued his fighting prowess and dedication so much that they waived the requirement. But then you got to experience that skill firsthand. In terms of the Zanpakuto's combat ability, the difference between Shikai and Bankai depends on the individual's innate talents and training. But generally, it's 5 to 10 times greater.
10 times?
Astonishing, isn't it? But because of that, even for someone with talent, it can easily take 10 or more years of training to master Bankai.
Wait a second. I don't have that much time.
Only 10 years?
No, of course you don't. When I say 10 or 20 years, I'm talking about more traditional, normal training. There are serious risks involved, but I'm taking a completely different approach with you. You're going to learn Bankai in just 3 days.
Hey, what's with that goofy-looking doll?
It's a Tenshin Tai, a vital spiritual tool that's used by the Stealth Force. It will forcibly transfer and externalize the soul of a Zanpakuto.
Why does the Stealth Force get to have this toy?
Hold on. I don't get it.
Nobody else does?
That to practice Bankai?
Of course. The central essence of Shikai is to communicate and synchronize with your Zanpakuto. But using Bankai requires externalizing it and forcing it into submission. And that means instead of you entering the world of the Zanpakuto to communicate with it, what you do instead is summon the Zanpakuto into our world. It usually takes more than 10 years of training to learn how to perform the move. But there's something I'm counting on. You were able to fight Kenpachi Zaraki to a draw. It's my belief that despite your lack of long-term training, you're ready to externalize Zangetsu.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about. Piercing this with Zangetsu will force it to happen. I'll use my powers to keep him in that state. But the thing is, this can only be done once, and it lasts for just 3 days. I know it's quick, but somehow you must force Zangetsu to submit within that time frame. If you can do that...
I won't ask what happens if I fail. I mean, if it's really the only way, then I'll just have to do it.
I don't remember her telling you to stab it, though. Did that happen and wasn't paying attention?
Well now, it appears that you made a full recovery, Ichigo.
Zangetsu. What the heck?
Only one of them is real. I mean, that's actually the real me. There's just one available solution. I can only be defeated by that sword. In other words, if you want me to submit, you have one option. You're going to have to find it before I kill you. And then, you're going to have to cut me down.
Or this is just a story beat, so there's not actually gameplay with this. I don't think Zangetsu is a character you can actually fight.
That's 52.
Damn! Oh man, I almost had him!
Impressive. He's come a long way in a short amount of time. Before, he was relying on Zangetsu's strength. But now, he's learning at a frightening pace, and reaching a rather frightening level as well.
Frightening.
It seems that it's just as you said. He is truly...
A main character, yeah. The Kisuke saw that plot armor and he's like, we can use that.
Looks like we're just about out of time.
Not beat yet!
Okay.
Huh?
Drop the sword, Ichigo. Day 1 is over.
Wait, how do we have a sword? Or is it his normal sword? Is this... Okay, you know what? Whatever. Probably his normal sword.
A hot spring. I had no idea this was even here. What the heck's going on? What kind of hot spring is this? My wounds are healing, and the pain's going away.
So, how's the water?
It's like
Oh,
milk.
Ms. Yoruichi. Yeah, it's perfect. Just perfect.
He's disappointed with that one. They didn't even have the dialogue with it.
You know, I've been thinking this reminds me of that one place. The one under Urahara's shop. The training ground?
Yes, I imagine it would. You see, that study room was modeled on this place.
It was?
Yes, there's actually quite a lot of personal history here for me. This was originally created as Kisuke's and my secret playground.
Ooh.
We built it deep under the Sokyoku.
Secret? Come on. How do you secretly build a place like this?
Secretly?
Kisuke had a reputation as a bit of a rogue. He always had a talent for getting himself into mischief. But that was long ago. When we were children, we played here practically every day.
Okay, never mind.
After he joined the 13 Court Guards, and I joined the Stealth Force, we would come here together to train. And...
Wait.
Okay, there's the...
Just hold on a minute. The 13 Court Guards? Then he was a Soul Reaper?
Huh? Kisuke?
Yeah. Oh, man, I knew it. He knew way too much about the Soul Society. And he's got a Zanpakuto. And
You're surprised?
some of the guys here gave me funny looks when I mentioned his name. Ms. Yoruichi, listen. This guy, what exactly is he?
That fool. He kept it to himself. He didn't tell you everything, did he? All right. There's no reason to keep it from you now that we've come this far.
I got to my idol.
You see, Kisuke is
Oh
actually
yeah, the camera's
the
not on.
previous captain of Squad 12, and he's also the founder and first chief of the Department of Research and Development.
Come on, Sabimaru.
Captain Eisen.
Oh no.
Oh no. I actually drew my sword against Momo.
Wow.
I'm terrible. How could I? I'm just the absolute worst.
I'll be honest, I don't know exactly what the
Who is it? Whoa.
relationship is
Well,
there.
This is ugly. I can't even look. Captain Ichimaru.
You look tired, you poor thing. Would you like it if I gave you my help? Come with me, Izuru.
Why do you have to say it like that? He could have said it in his normal voice, but he had to like do a weird whisper. I'll be honest, I was one of those people who didn't mind Momo. And now it's a bit different. It's still not nearly as bad as people say. I know there's a lot of people who absolutely despise her, but I mean, someone who was basically groomed and manipulated to that extent, yeah, they're gonna have some issues. Okay, what is this? Another thingy, and then okay. A lot of story stuff today.
Beg your pardon, are Captain Hitsugaya and Lieutenant Matsumoto here?
What is it?
You're looking at him.
I'm sorry to interrupt, sir, but we received an urgent report from the guards at the prison. Lieutenant Sabarai, Hinamori, and Kira, they're all missing from their cells.
Kira's gone. Oh no. Does he have his book? By the way, what kind of terrible
destroyed.
prison system is
Did
this?
that girl really do all this?
I have absolutely no excuse. When Lieutenant Hinamori called me, I turned around and everything went white.
She must have used Hakufuku.
It's not like she was going to be executed, so why?
Ultimately, there's only one reason. Rangiku, go back without me, because I'm going to rescue Momo.
Are we gonna get to play as Sid?
I couldn't even believe my letter. For a time, I didn't believe it. But it's true. Isn't it, Captain Eisen? Whether I want to believe it or not, he was the one who killed you.
She is stupid, though. I'm not gonna.
You two together. Just as I thought.
Not gonna argue with that.
The only one that was opened from the outside. Your performance was lacking this time. I'm afraid that you didn't cover your tracks very well, Geen.
What's that? Cover my tracks? Actually, I did that on purpose. I wanted to be sure that you'd know.
I'm glad that I was able to get here before Momo. I'm going to kill you. You'll be gone before she even gets here.
Well, that didn't happen.
Momo!
At last, I finally found you. So this is where you were.
Stop, Momo! He's too strong! Just stay back. Let me deal with him. Momo! Momo?
This is payback for Captain Eisen.
Really, like, it makes no sense, but she believes it just because Eisen wrote it or something.
I am probably dead. Therefore, Momo, I must confide the truth of what I have discovered.
By the way,
I need to tell it to the one person.
there was
that I put my
absolutely no
trust in
reason
the
for Eisen
most.
to do this, by the way. As far as I
The
can tell,
truth about
he
why
just did
Rookie
this to
Kuki
troll
must be
someone.
executed,
And
and why the execution
'cause
date
he's an
always
ass.
keeps changing. In the course of my investigation, I reached a conclusion. The true goal of the execution is not to kill Rukia Kuchiki. On the contrary, the execution has been contrived so that a certain something may be stolen. And that thing is the Sokyoku. The Sokyoku, whose seal is only removed for executions, has the destructive power of 1 million Zanpakuto contained within its blade. The Taka has the defensive power to block an equal number of Zanpakuto. And in addition to all that, when it's being put to use in order to execute a Soul Reaper, its power can be increased, momentarily at least, several dozen times over.
yet it's still not the strongest Zanpakuto.
Rukia's execution intends
Is that
to
no, wait a minute,
use
that's
the
not a
Sokyoku
Zanpakuto,
to
never mind.
destroy not only the Seirete, but essentially annihilate the entire Soul Society as well. The name of that despicable person is Toshiro Hitsugaya.
Don't stop to think why.
Eisen really said that in his letter.
Yes, and it went on. It said, "Tonight, I have called him out to a meeting at the sacred Eastern Wall. No matter what it may cost, I must foil his plan. If he will not back down, I am prepared to cross swords with him."
He was killed with his
I
own
end up
sword,
dying,
though.
Momo, please carry on for me. It will then fall to you. You must kill him. That's my will. My last wish. I know it's a lot to put on you. I asked this
Crazy
not
how
as
stupid
captain
this
of
is.
Squad 5, but simply as a man.
Are you crazy, Momo? Think about it. I'm dead, so avenge me? You really believe that nonsense? You think Eisen would ever actually say that? That's not the Eisen I knew. He wasn't a blithering idiot who'd start a fight he knew he couldn't win, and he wasn't a coward who'd make his subordinates clean up his mess
I'm
either.
glad they pointed out.
But that's really what it said! I didn't misread it. I'm sure it was Captain Eisen's handwriting. I didn't want to believe it. I was desperate not to, but what could I do? It was his last wish. Oh, Captain Eisen!
I'm sorry with that voice acting. So over the
I
top.
just don't know what to think anymore, Shiro.
seems that Momo's too upset to think straight. There's no way that Aizen would ever write a letter like that. I can only conclude that someone must have forged it. Perhaps it was so Momo and I would turn on each other and kill each other. I get it. This too, eh? Is this more of your conniving handiwork? Is it, Dean?
Tisk,
And she got
tisk.
folded.
I have to say that
Like a
wasn't
lawn chair.
nice, Captain. You really didn't need to go as far as that. You didn't have to hit the poor girl so hard, did you?
Dean.
Okay. I'm not sure who we're being in this fight or who we're fighting specifically, because I don't think they didn't actually fight.
A convenient time for the alarm to sound, eh?
You never change one whit. Well, I hope you can enjoy the ringing of the alarm while you can, because you aren't going to be hearing it ever again.
Dean, what exactly are you up to? Aizen just wasn't enough for you? So you had to make Momo suffer too? Is that it? She was gripping her sword so hard that her skin was pierced, and now she's bleeding. You've gone much too far this time.
Why, I don't know what you're talking about.
I warned you, Geen, didn't I? I thought I was clear about it. I said that if you made her bleed, then I'd kill you!
My. Well, if it isn't the captain of Squad 10. If you draw your sword here, you know what'll happen, right? Then I'm going to be forced to stop you.
Captain Ichimaru.
Stay back, Izuru. You don't want to die yet, do you?
Don't be stupid. Staying back isn't good enough. Disappear. Go. And when you can't see us anymore, just keep going. The thing is, if you're within 3 Ri, I can't guarantee that I won't end up killing you. Reign over the frosted heavens. Hiyori Maru!
Okay, so we are fighting Geen. I don't remember them actually fighting. Okay, it was spiritual pressure move. That's basically all I have to do. Okay, shouldn't be too bad. Okay, secret mission. Okay, so I have to hit with the second move, which I believe is like 2 gauges usually. Interesting. Okay, whatever. I don't know how to fight as this dude, so okay. See what happens. I did a little bit of warming up before stream, that's about it. I do still need to go back and do secret missions and stuff. Oh, you have a long range. I probably should have expected... wrong button. Dang it. Okay, that wasn't... okay. Gotcha. Oh, the range is gonna be a problem, huh? Oops. Wrong. Gotcha. He can just... okay. No problem. What is this? Oh. I don't know how to do his combos. Okay, so that's 2. I didn't follow it up, dang it. Dang it, I keep pressing the wrong button. Button. I think I got the secret mission. I think that's fast enough.
It's a dragon of water and ice, created by overflowing spiritual pressure. It can even control the weather.
Dang it. Throughout my range is so much shorter than normal.
Captain Hitsugaya's ultimate water ice on plateau. Hiyorimaru. So much water and so fast. So slow. Dodging would be a waste of time. Is that
Mm-hmm.
not taking this seriously? Is that it? Hold up yourself. So slow.
Dang it, wrong button.
So slow. You're not getting away. Dodging would be a waste of time. Is that it? I didn't feel that. It's solidified.
I keep doing the wrong combo.
I didn't feel that. You're going to like this one.
Wait, we both hit each other. Okay, that's what that does. I pressed the wrong button, that one.
It's too soon. Well, I didn't feel that. Is that it? I didn't feel that. Close one. Dodging would be a waste of time.
Gotcha, okay, let's finish this. I got the secret thing, I think.
If you're within 3 Ri, you have nowhere to run. This is over now. Looks like this is it.
I'm still learning, but it's a lot better when I can actually do the things I need to do.
It's over, Keen.
Shoot him dead. She's You sure? If you dodge it, the girl will die.
Momo! Rangiku!
I'm sorry, sir. I headed back to the squad barracks as you ordered, but I sensed Hyorin Maru's spiritual pressure and had to come back. Please withdraw your sword, Captain Ichimaru. Because if you do not, you'll have to deal with me.
Stop right there, Keen!
Rather than chasing me, you should instead see to your little friend there.
Well,
If you hadn't shown up when you did, Momo would be dead. Thank you, Rangiku.
Not at all. That bad habit of yours,
which you apparently still can't shake, disappearing without even letting me know where you're going. Geen, I don't understand. Where exactly are you trying to go?
I wonder about Aizen's letter. How much of it was fabricated? The part about the power of the Sokyoku being released by Rukia Kuchiki's execution, and the plot to take its power and use it to destroy the Soul Society. Could it possibly all be true? And if it is, if that really is the plan that Geen's working toward, then
A hell butterfly?
Attention all officers. This is a report on the latest developments.
It's just a radio.
The date of Rukia Kuchiki's execution has been rescheduled. The sentence will now be carried out 29 hours from this time. This decision is final. There will be no further changes. That is all.
Captain?
if the execution and the release of the Sokyoku truly are part of Geen's plan, I can't allow him to succeed with it. Follow me, Rangiku. We're going to stop the execution.
Okay. Got the secret mission. Nice. Alright. I didn't play enough as Toshiro to really say, but he seems like he should be good. He has a ranged capability with his other move, and I mean, his range with his normal attack seems kind of short, but I think I just got to get used to the distance. Yeah, I mean, keep going.
With a little help from allies old and new, Ichigo Kurosaki was able to invade the Seirei-tei.
Are we having a recap?
The Soul Society in order to save Rukia Kuchiki. Despite the growth his allies saw in the battle against powerful foes, the road to rescue Rukia was a long one, with Uryu Ishida and Yasutora Sado passing out along the way.
I would really like to know who is narrating this.
A shocking development occurred. An urgent message from Seirei-tei brought news of the unnatural death of Sosuke Aizen, the captain of Squad 5. The Soul Society was drawn into chaos, wrought by our hero's invasion of the Seirei-tei. Some 13 Court Guard Squad captains aimed for our heroes. Others changed their thoughts after encountering Ichigo. Others have doubts about their comrades as the situation unfolds.
What the heck does that say?
Captured by Soul Reapers, Ishida, Chad, and Gunji trust in Ichigo and lay low in jail. Meanwhile, Ichigo trained with Yoruichi to achieve the true might of a Soul Reaper, the Bankai.
Is this like halfway point or something? I mean, I guess we're at 50%. Are we at 50%? Maybe?
It's daybreak. Just 2 days are left now. Ichigo has improved rapidly in the short time he's been training. Compared to the average Soul Reaper, his pace has been astonishing. But that improvement only applies to his combat skills. His spirit energy hasn't increased much at all. At this rate, can he truly master Bankai in 2 more days? Should I extend his training further? It might be something to consider. In the time since we got here, we've come to learn that the timing of Rukia's execution was cut by 5 days to 25. So that
Wait, what?
means that even after 3 days of training, we'll still have another 8 days to spare. Since that's the case, extending his training is more than possible.
Made no sense.
But should I? That's the real question. It took Kisuke 3 days for him to be able to achieve Bankai, and he was of the mind that spending any longer on it would actually prove to be dangerous. I'm not sure about Ichigo's Konpaku. I'm not entirely confident that it can withstand the extra days of training. I know. I'll give it one more day. If there's no change in his spirit energy in that time, I'll just have to take the risk.
Yeah, that made no sense. The time was cut down.
It's about the day of your execution. You see, it's been changed once again. The execution will be tomorrow.
The execution is tomorrow. But before the execution arrives, I'll make a request. I'll ask them to return Ichigo and the others safely to the world of the living. I am from the Kuchiki clan after all. Given that, they just might honor my request. The execution is tomorrow.
Yep.
It came as a shock to me, of course. But strangely, I wasn't sad. It must be because of the dream I had last night. It must be because of my dream about the night that I'll never be able to forget. Lieutenant! Kyan! Kyan! Kyan!
Lieutenant Pepper.
Memory. It's one from when I've just become his Soul Reaper. A memory of days long past. After I was adopted into the Kuchiki clan, I was given special treatment, and I was allowed to enlist in Squad 13. The other squad members almost immediately singled me out and became cold. They began to distance themselves from me, except one. The only person who made me feel like I belonged was none other than Kyan Shiba. He was Squad 13's lieutenant. He was also my immediate superior. It was an ordinary greeting, an ordinary chewing out, an ordinary relationship between superior and subordinate. But ordinary was exactly what I wanted. It's what I'd been searching for. It felt nice, just being around him. It made me feel so comfortable. But regrettably, those ordinary pleasant days didn't last long. Soon enough, they were brought to a very abrupt end. It all started when a hollow recon mission went awry. We'd received the dreadful and unexpected news that Kyan's wife, Miyako, had tragically been slain by an enemy hollow. Kyan volunteered for the combat squad to go after the hollow that had killed his wife. Captain Ukitage and I both joined him. We made our way to the mystery hollow's nest.
Captain, please, sir, let me go alone.
Even now, I remain full of questions about that day. Why didn't I try to stop him? Why didn't I try to do more? Our foe's capabilities were unknown, and yet we set off to face it alone. We knew it was extremely dangerous right from the start. But Captain Ukitake didn't stop Kyan, nor did he move to assist him.
Listen, and remember this well. There are two kinds of battles. Each time that we seek to engage in a fight, we must understand its true nature. Whether it's a battle to protect life, or a battle to defend honor.
But then, Kyan? Sir?
What's that? Did you just call my name, little girl?
I soon discovered that the Kyan I called out to was no longer the Kyan that I once knew so well. That hollow. It possessed the ability to take over another person's body. It did so by fusing the spiritual entity with that of the other.
Run, Rukia. Go on, get out of here! Do you want to die?
When I heard the sound of Captain Ukitake's voice, I simply fled. Why, I asked myself, why is this happening? Lieutenant Kyan! But before I realized what I was doing, I had returned to face it again. Of course, I had no plan in mind at all. Deep down, I knew that I couldn't just give up and run away. I knew I had to do whatever I could to try and save the lieutenant.
Kill him! Do it! He isn't Kyan anymore!
From that point onward, my memories aren't very clear. I knew that when I came to, my Zanpakuto was embedded in Kyan's chest. His form slumped over my shoulder.
Captain, thank you very much. I appreciate you allowing me to fight. Rukia, I owe you an apology. I'm sorry that I ever got you into this mess. You must have been scared. Thank you. I'm grateful. Because now, I can leave my heart behind.
No. There's nothing to thank me for. Nothing at all. I ran away because I was afraid to fight against you. The fact is, the only reason that I came back is because I couldn't stand my own cowardice. I only used my blade because I couldn't bear it any longer. I couldn't stand to see you suffer. I did it all out of selfishness. I did it for myself.
Well, dang.
I'm pathetic. So pathetic. I don't deserve anything at all. I'm not worth saving. I'm not worth shedding any blood over. I'm not worth anything.
Byakuya! We have a problem. Rukia's execution is...
I know. The Hell Butterfly informed me about it just a short while ago. So, what then? What of it?
What?
The execution is tomorrow. If that is the decision, then I have no choice but to accept it. Don't bother me with such petty matters. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Why, you're heartless. Didn't you hear what I said? Doesn't it mean anything to you? It's tomorrow! Tomorrow! By
Is he grabbing his ass or
your
something?
very own sister will be...
Get a hold of yourself. You're going to shorten your life, Jushiro. Once you've allowed one of your people to die, frankly, 2 or 3 more really don't make any difference. In any case, she's a member of my family. It really has nothing to do with you. It's not your concern whether she lives or dies. Please don't do anything foolish.
What would you have done differently in this situation? Would you have attacked Byakuya and kicked him a few times, perhaps? The lone captain making a fuss won't do anything to sway the tribunal. So instead, would you have been so bold as to actually attempt to save Rukia? No, most likely he wouldn't have done either of those things. It seems to me that whenever you were faced with a decision, you always chose the path of greatest peril. Isn't that right, Kyan?
I don't remember them putting this much into Kaya, but, you know, who knows. Jeez. Okay, we're not even at 50%. Here, I'm gonna go back. Hang on, where is it? Is it this fight that we had to do a special I hate that you can't see the thing before choosing it. Since I have a little bit of time, but not enough to start a new section. Okay, so real modes reduce. Okay, I did the secret mission, but the heck is this real moment thing? Reduce Mary's ratio to 0. Like, definitely did that. Right? So confused. We'll just start. More attack. I can't have multiple attacks. Really quick, we're gonna try to get this real moment, whatever it is.
Couldn't afford to lose this battle.
Yeah.
Is he actually absorbing the buildings?
God, the stupid grab.
Soul Society are all made of reishi. What he's doing is preventing the reishi from bonding, forcing them to become part of his strength. The reishi, it's being torn apart, and also is being bound to his will. You're going much too far now. You're exceeding your human limits, boy. One shot is enough. I'm not impressed.
Why the heck does he get to keep going with his combo? I don't understand that. Is that some stupid thing Mary can do? Where she doesn't care about, like, combos? You could just keep going? Makes no sense.
Are you ready to accept defeat? Is he actually absorbing the buildings? The buildings in the Soul Society are all made of reishi. What he's doing is preventing the reishi from bonding, forcing them to become part of his strength. The reishi, it's being torn apart, and also is being bound to his will. You're going much too far now. You're exceeding your human limits, boy. It's fast.
Okay, real moment happened.
I can still dodge it. Beg for mercy.
Can you dodge this?
And never appear before me again. Do that, and I'll let you live. Refuse, and I'll send a bolt that's 3 times stronger.
What happened to my HP? I haven't been paying attention.
You stupid Quincy! Very well then. Have it your way. If that's the way that you want to play it.
Like, I got hit once. Okay, my HP is just constantly... Okay. I wasn't paying attention before. Now it makes sense.
It sprays a gigantic burst of lethal poison made from my own blood over a 100-mile radius. But of course, it won't hurt me at all. But in the end, you'll die, of course. I'm so sorry about that. But the fact is, you would never make a fit research subject.
Okay, so is that just part of his combo?
I'll shoot you before you can spray the fatal dose. Oh, please, go ahead. Be my guest. I'll go all out on my next attack.
Dang it, I didn't reduce this stuff to 0. I see. I see the problem. I see. I need to not do the red thing. I need to just take his HP down all the way each time. I don't know why. It's a weird decision to make. Or like a special moment.
Is he actually absorbing the buildings? The buildings in the Soul Society are all made of reishi. What he's doing is preventing the reishi from bonding, forcing them to become part of his strength.
body is being torn apart, and also is being bound to his will. You're going much too far now.
This is so dumb.
Limits, boy. It's fast.
I mean, I guess there's a reason my HP is getting depleted.
Beg for mercy and never appear before me again. Do that, and I'll let you live. Refuse, and I'll send a bolt that's 3 times stronger.
Don't push your luck, boy. You stupid Quincy.
Like the real moment's gone?
Well then, have it your way. If that's the way that you want to play it, then I'll gladly return the favor.
This will finish you.
Okay, that was only one. Okay, so I had to wait from the Bankai. Okay. Understand. Out of range. Okay, so basically he forces you to lose at this point. Yeah, I don't like this fight very much. It's a very weird design. I can't see.
You would never make a fit research subject. I won't be the one to die. I'll shoot you before you can spray the fatal dose.
Oh, please, go ahead. Be my guest.
What's happening? I don't know what just happened there, but you're sure? Why not?
This will finish you.
Okay, sir. Sure. Yeah, okay. Real moment of success. Wait, is this the same scene? I can't remember. I think it skipped that specific. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, we did it. Yeah, it's kind of an awkward fight just because you can't actually do certain things. Cool. I still don't know what the secret mission or real moments actually give me. Oops, wrong button. Main store is 20% actually. Oh. I don't know why I'm checking these. Take more of these. I want damage. I could upgrade this even more. In fact, I think I will. Okay, 20 crystals. How do we... Over here, yeah. I can buy the 20 crystals. That's all my money, though. Now I need like 10k or something to upgrade it again. Yeah. It'll happen eventually. All right, well. Dreams of Penitence. Okay, so we're doing this next section. Got a lot of choices. But yeah, that'll be the end of that recording. We're gonna keep going. I'll catch you guys next time. Farewell.